The capacity to hear is such a wonderful gift, isn't it? Whether that's the cooing of a baby of new life or the twittering of birds in the morning, all of us are taken aback by the beauty of sound, for sure. But we are being increasingly subjected to more and more white noise that fills the empty spaces of our thoughts, elevator noise, if you will, and of course, violent noise in music. Violent noise. Now, you ask yourself, why? Well, obviously, white noise is the easy one because we never have a moment of peace wherever we go. So there is no silence, so we don't have time perhaps to think. And the negative noise, I think, lends itself to the argument that we live in a negative world. And we are subjected mostly to negative influences of war, anger, frustration, accident. You think to yourself, whatever it is, right? On an ongoing basis. But this is not reality. This is not life, in my estimation. Now, many studies have suggested that the mind is extremely elastic. So what I put into the mind produces a positive or a negative result. So if I say, for instance, I hate you, and I put that in a musical song, if I put that into a song, eventually you are troubled by this, I would think. But if I say I love you, everyone understands what love is, and they respond accordingly. So the sound is evocative of my emotional state. Now, why is this so dangerous? Why? Well, I think first and foremostly, what's going on in the present day is that we are subjected to a form of emotional conditioning. I mean, why do so many young people absolutely hate work? Because we're being told that work is pointless, it's useless, all of my efforts will bring nothing but pain. I'll never own a house, I'll never save any money. And this ties perhaps over into the incels, the involuntarily celibate crew, who claim that they'll never meet a girl. Of course not. You're never going to meet a girl if you have this given mindset. So very true. I think it desensitizes us. Noise, white noise, bad music desensitizes us to life, to the world itself. Not good things. So what can we do? Well, I think at the very beginning, we can most assuredly change our musical pattern. We can begin to listen to positive things, positive music. And I know I'm old-fashioned, etc., but I have read, and I think it's somewhat true, if you listen to Bach, it's great for studying. If you hear a wonderful opera, it's great for your emotional state to drive you forward, your ambition, these kinds of things. Now, there are people, of course, that want to block out all noise. And you see continuously people wearing these earpieces. I have a set. For instance, I listen to books at a gym, but many people, I'm told, listen to this form of negative music on an ongoing basis. The grinding, the pounding. Then you see the music videos and you're even more horrified. Not good stuff. So the earpieces are not going to shelter us if we don't put something positive into our mind. Positive music. And then, of course, we need a walk in nature. We need to hear the natural sounds, the sounds of the birds, as I was alluding to earlier, and all sorts of other images and the tweaks and the burps and the sounds that emanate from the forest at night, etc., or during the day as well. Then, really good thing, when I start my day, I must try to listen to some type of podcast, some type of affirmation, something that says it's going to be a good day and also it's going to be a good life, but it's up to me. So I must push on in this way, because if I don't, I will not be able to have the benefits that sound gives me. And my mind will get tired and bored, and I'll find that I will have to adopt the old chestnut, as they say, the belief that life is short, and my job in life is to struggle forward and then save a bit of money and then retire and ultimately die. Goodbye. But this is not the purpose of life, for sure not. So music is a kind of oil to the psyche, if you will. It will help me along the way, but I must be willing to say I refuse to accept the white noise and the negative music, and I'm going to fill my life with joy. And I will then go forward on my path and my journey in life. And you know what they say? Critical thinking is so necessary if I'm going to analyze the world of sound, the sounds that exist around me, and critical thinking is great, truly great. You take care. God bless. Bye-bye.